those 2-year-old paces. It's for the young ones. Bit of an interference there was one's gone for a gallop, and those 4-star Saint just interfered with number 5, but it's made its way back into this position, and I think they're going to let it go. Green light, and they're off and pacing, coming up pretty well on the outside. Was Wendy's Watching, also with Smoke My Motor, a Rock and Roll Lady, and give it a try on the inside. But it's Wendy's Watching, hoping to make its way to the lead on the outside for Alex Ashwood. Smoke My Motor is trying to attack for it. In the third position, give it a try for Chris Lang, and Rock and Roll Later for Chris Alford's back in the fourth position, back last of all after a bit of a gallop on the score up. 4-star Saint for Glenn Douglas is about 20 metres off it now. So making the way around the corner now, they're all further positions pretty easy, they're all in file as they're making their way to the back straight. And they're about to pass the mile mark, and the tempo is reasonably well for these two-year-old paces out of the mobile, and it's all Smoke My Motor in front for Alex Ashwood, hoping to lead all the way. In the second position, Wendy's Watching for Clint McSwain. Also with Give It a Try to back the pegs. Rock and Roll Later for Chris Alford is 4 back. And also with Smoke My Motor is about 10 or 5 metres off, and now it's caught up pretty well, and they've slowed down their tempo. So making the way around the corner now, heading out of the back straight, and it's still Smoke My Motor in front. Trained by Kate Hargraves, driven by Alex Ashwood. In the second position was Wendy's Watching, trained by Clint McSwain, driven by Clint McSwain. Give It a Try, trained by Chris Lang, driven by Chris Lang. Rock and Roll Lady, trained by Gary Graham, driven by Chris Alford. And 4-star Saint, trained by Julie Douglas, driven by Glenn Douglas, back last of all. No moves have been made yet. As they're betting that bell now, open up the tempo a little bit quicker now. Just hanging out a little bit was the leader, Smoke My Motor, as they're making their way around the corner now, approaching the 800 metres. Smoke My Motor in front. Open up the tempo a little bit quicker as they're entering the Outerbound Park back straight for the final time. Wendy's Watching, still in the second position, has opportunity to pull out. A go up the Aberdeen Racing sprint lane. Give It a Try. It's about 2 metres off it. Under a little pressure now as Rock and Roll Lady is back last of all now. Making his way into fourth was 4-star Saint for Glenn Douglas as they pass the Alabar sign, and it's still Smoke My Motor in front. In the second position, still Wendy's Watching. Also Give It a Try, making the moves now for Chris Lang. Hoping to follow it up with the 1-1 was 4-star Saint, and Rock and Roll Ladies back about 10 metres off from now. As they're rounding the corner now, approaching the 400 metres, passing the Simmons sign, and it's still Smoke My Motor in front. In the second position is Wendy's Watching, hoping to go up the Aberdeen Racing sprint lane. On the outside, Give It a Try is in the third as they round in the Great Eastern Road State home turn. Also with 4-star Saint back last and second last, and also with Rock and Roll Lady as they're making their way into the front straight now. Putting his nose in front, Give It a Try. Going up the sprint lane was Wendy's Watching. Smoke My Motor under a little pressure now, but Give It a Try is going to win it pretty easily for Chris Lang. He's got a double here tonight at Lord's Raceway at the trials, and it's Give It a Try. In the second position was Wendy's Watching, also with Smoke My Motor, 4-star Saint, and Rock and Roll Lady.